fantastically well today. I want to know, would you like to stand out at work? Is there a position? Is there a promotion? Or is there a career transition that you were looking to accomplish, but for some reason it's just not happening as quickly as you'd like for it to, or maybe it's not happening at all? Put it in the comments below. Let me know what you're thinking. What are some of your goals? Today is going to be a very interesting video. I'm going to share with you a strategy, and I'm going to go even deeper with it because a lot of people on YouTube are not talking about specifically how you can actually accomplish this, because when you develop this skill, you will stand out at work when you master this. I've talked about it briefly in a couple of my videos here on my YouTube channel that discuss executive presence, how you can develop your executive presence, some scenarios that you want to look out for after you develop your executive presence. So you'll want to check those out. I will leave some in the description below. And feel free to subscribe to the channel, because you're going to want to make sure that if you are a woman in leadership and you are trying to enhance how you are communicating and your executive presence, then you are at the right place. So this is a skill that will make you stand out at work. Are you ready for it? One of the skills that will help you to stand out at work is developing the ability to maintain. Is something that is very, very important for you to be able to do and be able to master. So I'm sorry, my video went out for just a moment. I'm not sure what happened. So I'm going to repeat what I said. So in case those of you who are on the live missed it, what I was saying is that you will stand out at work if you are able to master this skill. This is a technique. It is a strategy that will accelerate your growth as a leader and help you to showcase your executive presence. That strategy is to maintain eye contact with other people when you're speaking to them. Now, if you saw one of my videos previously, I talked about this whole process. And the process, if you remember, is you don't want to look away. So if you want to learn more about that, I will put the link in the description below, or you can check out any video here on my YouTube channel that talks a bit more about executive presence, how do you develop it, how do you showcase yourself as a leader. So check that out. But today I'm going to share you some real techniques, real strategies, real things you want to keep in mind so that you can stand out at work amongst your peers. And oftentimes people who are developing their executive presence, they are the individuals that are truly communicating at a higher level. And these are the individuals that stand out at work. So when you're trying to make eye contact with other people, sometimes it can feel awkward, right? Let me know in the comments below. Have you ever tried to make eye contact with someone and it felt awkward? It felt just weird, like something you didn't want to do, or perhaps you just couldn't make eye contact and you just kind of like looked away a little bit? Let me know in the comments below. Okay. So I'm looking, hello. Thank you so much for joining today. Appreciate you for being here. So let me know in the comments if you have ever had any problems being able to maintain eye contact with other people, because if you're able to master this skill, this will allow you to stand out from other people at work. So I want to give you some insights for you to keep in mind when you are trying to make eye contact to other people. The first thing that I would like for you to consider when you're trying to make eye contact with someone is that if you can maintain eye contact and not look away, it does show a sense of control that you have with yourself in terms of how you are communicating with other people. And one of the things that typically can come up when you are maintaining that eye contact, the other person will start to notice and start to recognize that you are directly looking at them and making eye contact. In terms of communication, a lot of people struggle with making eye contact. So if you can be that person that can stand out from other people and maintain eye contact, then you already are presenting yourself as an executive and developing your executive presence. What I tell my clients to do is to not look away. Don't be the first person to look away. We don't want you to do that, because if you're the first person to look away, then you are showing that you potentially might be intimidated by the person, or you may be in a situation where you're not as confident as you need to be. And these are some of the mistakes errors that people make when they're trying to develop their executive presence. So we don't want you to look away first. I want you to keep looking at that person. But sometimes you have to remind yourself, and I know it's going to sound a little weird, you will probably need to look like a statue. Now, I know that sounds like, what? I have to look like a statue? But to a certain extent, you do. When you are staring at someone or making eye contact, those are two different things, but if you're making eye contact with someone, then you almost have to stare at them like a statue. I know it sounds odd, but this is the best way that I can describe it. Many of you may have seen Western movies many, many years ago. And in the Western movies, what do? When there's a showdown at whatever place, there's typically two people that are just looking at each other, kind of squinting at each other, staring at each other to see what's going to happen. So I want you to keep this scenario in mind when you are making eye contact. Of course, you want to be friendly, you want to be polite when you're making eye contact. Now, there's some situations, depending on what's going on, if it's a bit more of a contentious conversation, then you do want to continue to maintain eye contact. But what I will recommend for you to do is to consider just staring at the person. You still want to be engaged. You still can have a smile on your face. You still can show your facial expressions. But ultimately, I want you to consider this particular technique in terms of just standing and staring. And you almost look like a statue. This is a way you will stand out from other people at work, because people have a hard time mastering their communication skills to begin with. And so if you have subscribed to my channel, or if you have not subscribed to my channel, this is the perfect time for you to do it. But if you've subscribed to my channel, then you will start communicating at a higher level and be that person that is a bit different. But oftentimes people struggle with communication skills in general. So if you are able to showcase yourself and maintain that eye contact with someone directly while you're speaking to them, having a conversation, it presents you as someone who is, one, listening to what they have to say, two, being able to present yourself as an executive, and three, showcasing that you are different than other people. And this is a great opportunity for you to be able to master how you are communicating and stand out from other people at work. So I want to know from you, what are some questions that you have about maintaining your eye contact, or questions that you may have as it relates to how do you develop this skill? How can you stare at someone or maintain eye contact for a significant amount of time and not look away? Let me know in the comments below. Even if you're watching this on the replay, I'll be happy to help you. For those of you who just joined, hello. Thank you for spending a few moments out of your day with me today. I have been talking briefly about how you can accelerate your career growth, and you will be able to stand out at work from your peers, from other colleagues, from other leaders, if you can master this skill. This communication skill is to maintain eye contact. When you maintain eye contact, it shows that you are a leader and that you are very confident in what you are doing. I talked about a scenario that you want to keep in mind, and that scenario is to literally, you need to stand like a statue and be able to still smile and have very polite nonverbal gestures, but this will be able to help you maintain eye contact. So keep in mind, just be like a statue, but still have your other facial expressions look positive and very polite so that people feel welcome when they talk to you. These are some strategies that I have used over the years that have helped me to develop my executive presence. It's helped my clients to develop their executive presence and to really become those women in leadership that are communicating at a higher level. Now, I do have a couple of resources that I want to talk to you all about while I have you here. Well, first, I want to just say thank you for being a part of my journey. I'm really excited for those of you to be a part of my channel or be subscribers. I appreciate you so much. Feel free to engage and just have conversations with me on any of my videos here. I am very, very open to being able to help you in any way that I can on your journey as you are developing yourself professionally. So I appreciate you all for subscribing to my channel and being here with me. We're getting closer to a halfway mark, I would say, in terms of subscribers. So I really appreciate you all for just being here. So I want to at least add that there. I do have several free masterclasses that are going to help accelerate your career growth by the end of Q3. Are you ready to hear about those? Put them in the comments below if you're ready to hear about these free masterclasses. So let me share them with you. One masterclass is going to be on executive presence and its development. So that's going to be very, very important. I'm going to talk a bit more about some of the strategies I've mentioned in my YouTube class, but it's going to be a lot more interactive and a lot more fun. So you definitely want to join that. Another masterclass is going to be on public speaking and presentation skills. Another masterclass will be on elite communication at work, which is something that we all need. And my last masterclass is going to be on interview preparation and salary negotiation. I've noticed that a lot of people are looking for support on this area. A lot of people in my audience, sometimes they struggle with this, especially as women in leadership, because they're not exactly sure what they should say, how they should say it, when they should say it. Well, if you work with me, we will work together and make sure you know what you need to say and when you need to say it. But the masterclass is going to provide you with some insights that can help you on your journey as you are preparing yourself to get ready for interviews, because interviews themselves can be challenging. But the key is you have to learn how to communicate at a higher level. That will showcase your executive presence and your leadership skills and your confidence, and hopefully help you to secure an opportunity that's going to be best for you. And that is going to be in March. So it's going to be very busy. I tend to limit my master classes because I want them to be interactive, and I want to have a opportunity to be able to provide direct support to people that are joining the masterclass. So space will be limited. Make sure you're following me here on YouTube. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. I'm on LinkedIn, Instagram as well, in terms of where I spend my time. So make sure you're following those channels as well, because you'll know what is going on and when they're going to be released. My email list is a great place too. So if you want to sign up for my email list, it is at www.exciteexcellence.org, and you'll see a place where you can sign up for my mailing list. That'll give you a chance to know about these events earlier. Also, and in addition to that, if you have questions for me, perhaps you have a sensitive topic you need to talk to me about that is something that you don't want to put in the comment section here on YouTube on this live, no problem. Send me an email at info@exciteexcellence.org, and I'll be able to respond to you and provide you with any insights that I can that can help you on your journey. I've been a C-suite executive, a manager, and a director for the past 20 years, in addition to being an executive coach. So I have seen very friendly situations. I've seen very contentious situations. And I understand, as a woman in leadership, sometimes it can be really challenging because there's not a book that tells us this is what you need to do when you're being disrespected at work. This is what you need to do over you, what you to do when things that we're just not taught. You over 20 years of experience to help you be able to find and navigate your way through these situations. So if you have any questions, let me know. I'm here to support you on your journey. If you like to be able to increase your communication skills within 1 week, then sign up for my communication skills audit. It is going to be in the description below. So I'm looking forward to seeing any comments that you have on the replay, and I hope you all have a fantastic day. Bye for now.